In this video, I'll cover doing the door swap. The original door was mangled pretty bad. The hinges were in bad shape. So I'll swap the door, rebuild the hinges. I'll get the door on and mostly put back together. I found in the process that the window regulator was stripped. So I'm going to have to replace that, but we'll get that in the next one. Gotta take this door apart. I want to get the window out. I'm going to swap this door with a different one. It's not smashed. So take this window and the vent window out. Which includes this guy. It's kind of windy out today. So it's a little bit chilly. The door I have doesn't have any windows in it, so I'm going to reuse these windows. The door came with the car. I don't know the story on where the door came from, but I assume Jason picked that up with the car, or for the car, and intended to swap it. So we're gonna finish what he started, and we're gonna swap the door. American Motors advertised back in the day that their car doors would open 90 degrees. This one's a little more than 90 degrees and it's not supposed to, which is why we're changing it. She's bent. All right. gold. This little guy. I'm going to take that out so we can slide this guy out of the plastic roller. Boink. That is not convenient. All right, let's see if we can. A little bit. Back that guy off a little bit to make some room. Alright, here we go. This is the window scissor mechanism, roller up and down. These guys are not too bad. They make replacement ones. We may be able to reuse those. They don't look too bad. One. Okay. This should be able to come loose now. So I'm going to let this go down. Probably won't have that. You got lucky. You had the right one. Adjust those, obviously, when we're putting that together. There we go. Got the vent window out. Put that in the other door. Now this guy. Please stop the window from coming all the way up. There. There's that one. Should be back here too. This window already has the weather stripping missing out of here. There we go. Window out. This is the rear track. So I like to put all the hardware back where it came from, so I know how to put everything back together. I'm going to go ahead and take this door lock off, because this is the door lock that works for the key that I have. Pull this guy out, and then this guy come out here, and this hooks on the pin that works the linkage. So we'll do all this stuff with the window stuff, so we can have the right door lock. I may use this door latch. The other door does have a door latch on it, but I know this one's working. So all right, it started to rain outside, and I wanted to keep tinkering, so I'm gonna see if I can get this door handle off and free it up. The button stuck. The one on the car does the same thing. So let's work on that. All right, let's see if we can't get this door handle off of here. This screw seems like a baby, but it came out right, so it's right down. All right, got the door latch sorted out. Had to do a little adjusting on some of the linkage to get the button to work properly. Had to bend the rod that goes from here down to there to make it a little shorter. If you push this button in and the rod was too long, it would let that lever kick all the way out and this would get stuck in. I think I got that fixed. This was pushed in. You can kind of see the remnants of the bent part. I pulled it out and straightened it as best as I could. This area was kind of pulled out. Looked like maybe somebody had yanked on the door handle or something really hard. I don't know. Anyway, that's good to go. Got the vent window, regulator, all the hardware, everything ready to go back on the car. I just got to get the lower hinge taken apart and rebuilt because it's got some broken pins in it. And then we will put this on when it's on the car, and then I'll put the window and stuff in. I think it'll be easier to do that way. All right, let's go ahead and swap this door out. And there's an extension. All right. The door should just pop right up, Well, nope, I am wrong. Let's take the whole hinge off. Great, we twisted that one off, so that's great. We have to fix this hinge. Door. I'm gonna have to remove this kick panel to get there's a plate in here that holds the hinge on. I'm gonna go ahead for now and put this hinge back on so we can put the door on. I'm gonna rebuild this hinge, so I'm gonna have it off again anyway. But for now, we can put this other door on. can see where it was bolted. So we'll go ahead and get the other door, put it on. Top hinge is close. The bottom hinge is not. Let me get my pry bar. Broke that one off. You have to take the plate out of that door, probably. All right, we got the door on, tweaked on the fender a little bit, straightened out that front corner. I'm gonna put the Warhorse away and we'll finish putting the window in another time. Ooh-wee! It's a bit nasty out today. Don't think I'll be working on the old 66 or anything else outside for that matter. Whew. These bolts were broke off here. I did this one first, tried using my easy out. It broke off in there. And then I just keep tearing up drill bits, trying to drill through it. When I did this one, rather than try to use the easy out, I just drilled through it and kept going up in drill bit size till I got it to the size I could run the tap through. So cleaned up the old threads on that one that wasn't broke, tapped that one, so that's going to work. Clean these threads up and run the tap through and clean them up. So the hinges are going to bolt on the door. I will only have 2 bolts here because I just can't drill through that mess, but I think it'll be okay. And then I'm working on this hinge, trying to drive the pin out. The bushings are bad, and then the pin that holds the roller for this guy is broken. So I get this driven out, put new bushings in there, replace the pin with the roller, and then that hinge will be rebuilt, and then I can put this whole mess back on the car. This is the rebuild kit. So I've got the pin for the roller, the bushings, the pin for there. I've got both upper and lower pins, so I can rebuild the upper hinge as well. So we'll have the hinges all rebuilt with new parts, new bushings. Got a new spring for this guy, which will go right in there. Can even replace that thing if I want to. Although there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with this one. I don't know. Anyway, we'll get this hinge all rebuilt, like I said, and I might even hit this with the grinder and prime it so that it's not rusty. The bushings were completely shot. This is part of one of them. And then that's the rusty pin. Had to heat her up with the torch to hammer it out. But everything looks okay, still a little warm. But should be able to put the new bushings in here, drive the new pin back in here, and reassemble it. And I still gotta drill this out right there. That's gotta be where the pin goes for the roller for this guy. But we'll let everything cool off, and then we'll set her up and drill that out. We're gonna drill out this broken off pin hole and see if we can't get the new pin in. Okay, the hole, the pin is about 5/8 from the roller to the bottom. So I'm gonna go down 5/8. There we went, all the way through. All right. Well, we got the hinge rebuilt. I got the pin with the roller on it. New spring, because it was missing that before. New bushings in here, a new pin. So she's pretty rigid, solid, good to go. So we can put her back on. All right, looks like that's gonna work. We got the hinge bolted on, new bushings, pin, spring, roller, everything's good to go. So there we go. All right, I popped this plate out from behind there to get this broken off bolt out, and then we'll be able to put the door back on. Well, we got her out. That's the broken bolt, so good to go. All right, I got the plate on there, run the tap through, cleaned it up so the bolts will go in and out nicely. Got the door hinge upper done, lower done, everything's bolted on. She's lined up pretty good. Door handle works good. So ready to put the window back in. It is cold out here today, but we're gonna try and put this door back together. The window, I mean. This guy needs to go in first. This is the rail for the back part of the glass. Over the malls. All right, we're gonna leave all this kind of loose right now, so we can make adjustments as needed. Now, we'll put the glass in. Take this guy off. Put it back on in a minute. That was broke off in there, so we don't need that one. Everything is Crazy dog. Crazy dog. What size is that? This one. Everything is frozen. Yeah, all this stuff's gonna have to get adjusted, but we'll get her in and we can do all that. Do this guy next. Ouch. It goes up there, like so. This one's going to go right here. Pointing this way. Oh, it's hard on the knees. Let me take all these bolts out first. These guys, we can pop these little clips out. And then put these in the track work where they go. And pop that back together. Easier. So let's pop these off, slide them in the track, put the little clips on, so when we pop it back in, it'll just snap on. Some of them are more cooperative than others. I'll come back and grease all that up. I didn't want my hands to be all covered in grease here at this particular moment. loosen it. Tiny, tiny left. Now this guy, come over. Yeah, that's stripped out. So that's a problem. We have to replace this guy. The window crank mechanism stripped out. That doesn't do anything. So I have to replace this guy. So that leaves me, I guess for now, it's sort of together. More parts. All right, that's about all we can do for now until I get a new window regulator, or maybe I can take that one apart and fix it. I don't know, we'll see. But for now, we'll call it done.